There are so many interesting cannabis technology stories at the CannTech conference, and one of them is joining us now, Cannvas MedTech, the CEO, Sean Moniz. Sean, welcome to Small Cap Power.
Thank you very much for having me.
So you are a digital educator for the cannabis sector. Tell us more about that.
We actually have that as one of our main products. We are actually a cannabis data and analytics company, and we build multiple products for the space, one of them being a free and unbiased education platform, which is key for people who are learning the pros and cons of medical and recreational cannabis. It's a free, unbiased source of truth that we have out there, and that's one of our many products. Another one of our products is our Cannvas Pet platform, which we launched earlier this week. And we have a white labeling solution for education for LPs and dispensaries, a couple other products, really just all geared towards the cannabis space, pulling upon all those data analytics and serving that back to the community for insights, looking at different trend analysis, working with policymakers, working with LPs, dispensaries, learning a little bit more about their customer. Right now, as you know, there's a lot of LPs compared to 2 years ago. So as a commodity, people are trying to look at what's that differentiating factor that my brand can have versus someone else. So it's a shift between a farm to brand type of industry that's happening right now, and to bridge that chasm is cannabis data. And so we're providing all those user behavioral traits and analysis to keep people within the industry.
When you say unbiased, what is the approach strategy there?
It's a good question. So our content is free to use. We don't charge users to go on the site and learn about cannabis. We have 3 boards that actually oversee all this. A medical advisory board that helps work content with our content editing team. We have a education advisory board where we actually have teachers that have written curriculum for the Toronto School Board of Education, break those modules of information up into digestible formats. And we just launched our Cannabis Scientific Advisory Board to inject more evidence-based type of knowledge within the actual learning module. So there's no product placements, we're not funded by LPs, we work with LPs and we work with product establishments within the cannabis sector, but you'll never see an ad on the education platform for that. You'll never see someone being skewed to actually go on script, and that's what we mean by non-biased. Sometimes you might read the articles and think, well, you know what, cannabis is not for me at this moment, maybe I'll try it later on, and that's okay, because we've won by educating the end user.
You also want to be the census pioneer in the cannabis space. What is that about?
So because we have multiple products out there in the market that is combing through data analytics, collecting that user behavioral information, it's not just limited to Canada. In fact, most of our traffic is coming from the US and Germany, because we also have a platform that launched in Germany. So we're collecting all these little bits of information and we're going through it, and now imagine painting a digital census map of Canada where you can see user behavioral traits of what people are trying to solve for, people who are looking to get relief in certain ailments by persona, by geography. We lay in firmographic and demographic information as well. So it's really building out that global census map, if you will, because our technology is not just limited to Canada, it's actually implemented on a global scale.
Okay. So give us the backstory of Cannvas MedTech, your experience on the team, and what your goals are for 2019.
Sure. So we started the company about 1.5 years ago. Prior to that, I was 5 years in the health and pharma space, working at a health sciences agency called Click Health. Prior to that, for 9 years, I was with Pitney Bowes, helping design and build their geospatial technology. So it was bringing CRM and data platforms together with the pharma space, and then it was just a natural marriage to build these platforms where no one was doing in the cannabis space. And we were a little early to the game with data analytics and talking to LPs last year, but now, as you know, between the purchase of Uno app from Afria and partnering up with them to the investment of Canopy Rivers in Headset, LPs are starting to look back and say, hold on, I actually need to know my customers. I actually need to know the 20% that's driving the 80% of my business. So we're getting a lot more traction, not only on the white labeling of education, very key to help disprove the stigma, but also for LPs and dispensaries to understand who their actual customers are. So it's kind of coming full tilt from, as I mentioned, a more of a farm to brand type of industry, and it's an exciting time. So 2019, in my opinion, is the year of cannabis data and technology.
And how can our viewers learn more about Cannvas MedTech?
They can go to canvasmedtech.com under brands. We have a whole slew of information around our pet platform, our education platform, white labeling services, and all the educational tools and platforms that we built for the cannabis space.
Wonderful. Sean, wonderful talking to you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.